Today would basically be my third session with her, and I would be in the process of an objective interview where I'm basically getting to know Marielle in therapy. And in this session, I'm going to be doing a lifestyle assessment. Um, so I'm going to try to get her to talk to me about her family so I can create a family constellation for her. Um, Last session, I asked her to, if she could recall a couple of early memories for me to discuss in this week's session. I'm going to see if she's comfortable enough to disclose these and discuss these with me, and that way I can move on to the early recollection stage of the lifestyle assessment. So based on this, I will be able to help Marielle with her future endeavors and help her see how she views the world due to these two assessments. Yeah. About in today's session?
Nothing special, I think. I went to work and had some issues with my coworkers, but they were solved, so that's okay. And what else did I do? I went over to eat at my parents'.
Oh, nice. And was everything okay at your parents'? I know we haven't really discussed them in these sessions. Would you care to go more in depth with about your relationship with them and how you grew up?
Yeah, sure, I don't mind. So what do you want to know?
Can you tell me about your siblings, how your parents were as you were growing up?
Yeah, well, I grew up with my mom and dad, and
Okay.
I had an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we like we were not so nice to each other.
Okay.
My brother and me, especially, and I felt really different than my parents and also than my brother.
Can you tell me in which way your brother or your parents were different from you?
Um, yeah, that's a difficult question.
Okay.
I think to me other things were more important than to them. They like stuff like cars and material things,
Mm-hmm.
and I was more, yeah, like I I don't mind when the floor is dirty or stuff like that.
Okay.
So when I was playing outside and I came inside the house with mud on my clothes and they wanted me to stay outside and they get really like, oh, you shouldn't make yourself that dirty, and yeah, that was different.
Yep. Makes sense. Everybody's a little different or a little unique.
Yeah.
Um, uh, so would you say that your parents' relationship with your brother was different than with you?
Yeah, because he's more like them and they like to do things with him. Like my father and my brother, they do stuff together, and my father and my mother also. But I don't really do anything with my parents or with my brother because we don't like the same stuff, the same things. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I always felt a bit like an outsider.
Yeah. Yeah, you've mentioned that before in the other sessions. Okay. Last session, we talked about a memory that you had about your brother and father playing soccer and that how it made you feel to remember all these things. I asked you last week if you could try to remember some very early memories and if you would like to discuss them during today's session. Would you be willing to discuss some of these memories with me?
Yeah, I've thought about
Okay.
week. So
Okay. So, I would like you to think back to when you're very young, as early as you can, and tell me something that happened one time.
well, yeah. One time I remember being in class,
Mm-hmm.
and while the teacher was doing a math problem, and I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking of going outside to play or something else. I don't know. And the teacher called on me for this math problem, and I had no idea what it was about. And I just sat in my chair with no idea what to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to get up when she was calling me.
Yeah. Normal. I didn't like math either. I
Yeah, no.
understand. Yeah. um, okay. So, out of this memory, what would you say stands out the most? What moment stands out the most to you?
I think the moment that my teacher was staring at me and that she was telling me to get up,
Okay.
and I remember just looking at her and wanting her to just forget she had asked me and just go away.
Okay. Um, so, if you could think back and place yourself as if you were reliving this moment right now, can you describe to me what you would be feeling? What you felt?
Yeah, I think I felt scared and embarrassed.
Yep.
I was just sitting in silence, and everyone, the other kids, they were all staring at me. And I want her to go away, but she was there, and I just want to go run outside. And she was asking me if I was listening to her, and she told me to go up to the board. And I didn't know what to do. Other kids are laughing, and the teacher, she gets really angry, and she yells at me like, "I'm speaking to you." And I just screamed, "No!" And everyone laughs, and I get even more embarrassed. So then she told me that I should go sit in the corner, and it was sort of like being punished for being rude and disrespecting the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I felt really embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, it's perfectly fine to remember these things, and I mean, any child would have been embarrassed by being told that they had to go up to the board and they didn't know how to do the math problem.
yeah,
So, would you like to talk about another memory?
yeah. I had another memory.
Okay.
It also happened in school. I remember one day I was playing outside,
Mm-hmm.
and I was knocking on the window from the classroom my brother was in,
Okay.
and I did it just for fun. And then his teacher came outside, and he asked me if I would come inside the classroom and knock on the window from the inside.
Okay.
And then I felt really scared because I didn't want to go inside.
And what exactly were you feeling? Like if you were again placing yourself in the moment of this memory, what were your feelings? Apart from, were you just scared? And why were you scared?
Yeah, I felt really scared. I didn't want to go inside because then my brother, um, yeah, he knows what
Yeah,
I've done, and he will tell my parents what I've done.
of course.
And I was afraid that they will be angry with me.
Yeah.
And I also feel like embarrassed also to come inside and all the children of the class will look at me.
Yeah, all the older kids.
Yeah, so what I did, the teacher, he asked me to come inside, and I said, "No, I didn't do it, I didn't do it." And I was screaming and crying, and then in the end, he said, "Okay, okay, you can stay here and play, but don't knock on the window again." So yeah. I remember like I was really afraid and scared, so that was why I was screaming and crying, and it worked because I didn't have to go inside.
Of
Yeah,
course. Okay.
so those two things came up.
Okay. Um, well, would you like to talk about anything else during today's session?
Um, mm, no, I think for now it's enough
Okay.
today.
Okay. That's fine. Um, was everything okay? Did you feel comfortable speaking to me about these things?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was okay.
Okay.